Number 3, Joshua Templo. Number 4, Kalen Doromal. Number 5, Ricky Alin Soring. Number 6, Milo Hanao. Number 7, Clint Bernal. Number 8, Roland Basa. Number 9, Paul Limpangog. Number 10, Alexander Lim. Number 11, Roland Fuerte. And number 13, Paul Abenesa. Their head coach is Jamaicanin. Assistant coaches are Danny Aldefonso and Dennis Llames. Now give it up for your team superstar, the Red Team. From La Union and the Fins Escolastica, number 1, Ian Leona. From Lipa City and also from the De La Salle Lipa, number 2, Lawrence Platon. From the Polog City, from Langadia National High School, number 3, John Pinheiro. From Kidapawan City, from Notre Dame of Mid-Sayap College of Kidapawan, number 4, Romel Pampag. From the city of Bacolod and from the University of St. La Salle, number 5, Polo Lopinco. From Davao City and from the Ateneo de Davao, number 7, Isaac Selgas. From the city of Iloilo, from St. Robert's International School, number 8, Kevin Barranco. Hails from Laguna, from the St. Benil International School of Calamba, number 9, Limuel Calibo. From the city of Kawayan, from Isabela Colleges, number 10, Gabriel Felibrico. From Cavite City, from the St. Jude College of Cavite, number 11, Chris Gortiza. From Olongapo City, from the St. Joseph College of Olongapo, number 12, Andre Carlos. And from the city of Ormoc, from the new Ormoc City National High School, number 13, Bernardo Teves. Team superstar head coach is Alden Ayo. Assistant coaches are Louis Gonzalez, Glenn Capasio, and Mickey Solitaria. Both teams please meet at center court for the traditional sportsmanship handshake. Before we start with the Division II All-Star Game, may we please invite at center court the NBTC Training Director, Coach Alex Compton, to present and to award the medals of recognition.
We are coming to you live from the bright lights of the Mall of Asia Arena here in Pasay City. And we present to you the future of Philippine basketball here in the 2017 NBTC All-Star Games. You guys are watching here on SNA, and we are also streaming on sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/NBTC. Today, you guys will witness and all-star of the high school players Division 2 here in the NBTC. It is going to be Team Elite and Team Superstar in the 2017 NBTC All-Star Game Division 2. Good day to everyone. Welcome here once again here in Mall of Asia Arena. My name is Martin Javier, working of course alongside, because we love the game of basketball so much, Mr. Migs Bustos right here. What time is it, Migs?
Of course, MJ here in the NBTC. We're always ready for game time, and of course, we cannot wait to witness, the future of Philippine basketball here in the MOA Arena.
Of course, Migs, this is another venue for the players, especially for the Division 2, to showcase their talents in front of a lot of scouts here in the Mall of Asia Arena. But let's meet first the lineups for both Team Elite and Team Superstar.
Of course, for Team Elite, this is headed by Coach Jamai Karin. We are headed by Rafael Di Mayuga from De La Salle Lipa, Christian Louis Ochige, Joshua Templo, Kalen Axel Doromal, Ricky Alinsoring, Milo Hanao, Clint Oniel Bernal, Roland Basa, Paul Brian Limpangog, Alexander Lim, Ronald Anthony Fuerte, and Paul Andre Abenaza.
There you go. That is Team Elite, coached by, of course, Coach Jamai Karin, the current coach, or the newly appointed coach of the NU Bulldogs in the UAAP. And let's now move from Team Elite to Team Superstar. This time it will be coached by the defending champions head coach, the LSU Green Archers head coach, Coach Alden Ayo. And for Team Elite, it is going to be first Ian Ralph Leona from La Fin Scholastica, representing La Union. We also have Lawrence Platon from Batangas, John Pinheiro de Polog, Pampag Romel, Polo Miguel Lopinco, Isaac Windel Selgas from Davao, of course, Ateneo de Davao University represented here, Kevin Barranco, one of the best scorers that we've had here in the past 4 days, Limuel Calibo, Gabriel Felebrico, one half of the Felebrico brothers. We'll talk about them later, representing the Isabela region. And of course, Kelly Gurtiza, Andre Earl Carlos, and last but not the least, Bernardo Teves. Again, the Team Superstar, or Team Red, they're wearing red jerseys right now, will be coached by the DLSU Green Archers head coach, Alden Ayo.
Let's just make it clear, Martin, that these superstars, or that these, high school, ballers, they come from the provinces. That's why it's, they're at the Division 2 level. Of course, we want some parity. We want some level, basketball here in the NBTC. And of course, we cannot wait to witness the uprising stars from the provincial side in the Philippines, Martin.
Yes, Migs. And the provinces are all well represented here in the NBTC All-Star Game for Division 2. So when we come back, it's going to be the tip-off. So don't you go away. Again, this is the All-Star Game for the NBTC 2017 Division 2. We'll be back here on SNA.
Let's first call out the starters of Team Elite, the White All-Stars. Number 4, Kalen Doromal. Let's first call out the starters. First, For your Team Elite, the White All-Stars. Number 4, Galen Doramal. Number 5, Ricky Alinsuring. Number 8, Roland Basa. Number 10, Alexander Lim. And number 13, Paul Abinesa. Their head coach is Jamaican. Check out now the starters of your Team Superstar, the Red All-Stars. Number 1, Ian Leona. Number 2, Lawrence Platon. Number 4, Romel Pampag. Number 7, Isaac Selgas. And number 11, Chris Gortiza. Their head coach is Alden Ayo.
Back here on SNA, you guys can see on your screens the starting lineups for both teams. For Team Elite, you have Abineza, Doromal, Alinsuring, Lim, and Basa. And for Team Superstar Mix, it's going to be Platon, Yona, Gurtiza, and of course Selgas and Romel. Tip-off in a bit. We are about to start again. This is a 2017 NBTC All-Star Game for Division 2. And as explained by Mr. Mix Bustos earlier in our pregame at the top of our coverage, the Division 2 is of course represented by the provinces here who are the champions. These are the champion schools from the different provinces here in the Philippines.
Well, of course, Martin, here in the NBTC, it's always a great outlet, to showcase the talent, because we're so used to, being highlighted by the high school teams here, the San Bedas, the Ateneos, the NUs, the FEUs, but then it's really great to see, Martin, yung local talent na mapoproduce natin. At makikita ng mga scouts dito na marami palang, mga magagaling na player din from the provincial side.
I know, Mix, you have experience in high school coaching. So what exactly are you looking for in a player when you go to these kinds of events?
Well, of course, for the scouts here, kailangan talaga yung potential na makikita mo, Martin. Once you see the potential in the player, of course, attitude, work ethic, the sky's the limit for these kids. And yun yung mga una mong mga hinahanap, yung mga characteristic ng mga bata.
Ito nga, nagsimula na ang ating laro. Number 10, Alex Lim scores for Team White or Team Elite. We are now tied at 2 apiece. And Migs, napansin ko lang dito, usually the All-Star Games is all about relaxing, it's all about having fun. Pero itong Division 2 All-Star Game, I bet it's going to be a lot more competitive.
Yes.
Mainly because this is another venue for them to show their skills.
Well, especially they're headed by coaches Aldin Ayo and Coach Jamaica rin. Napaka-high octane na teams ng mga yan. And syempre yung philosophies nila on defense, they came here not just para magpakitang gilas lang, pero syempre they want these kids na ma-develop yung kanilang yung pwede lang ilalabas.
That is true, Migs, and the mere presence of these two coaches in their dugouts, mapupush talaga ito mga batang to.
Because last year when this Division 2 All-Stars came in, it was Team Kiefer against Team Mike Tolome, if I'm not mistaken. So medyo, syempre, relaxed atmosphere, relaxed vibe. Pero ngayon makita natin may mga assistant coaches pa. Itong sila Coach Mike and Coach Alvin.
You have Danny Ildefonso on the side of Coach Jamaica rin. Of course, Coach Capasio.
Yes.
It is at the side of Coach Alden Ayo.
Yes, Coach Glenn Capasio and Coach Louie Gonzalez. Of course, mga trusted men ni Coach Alden Ayo way back, of course, from the Letran Champion days. Tapos, pumunta pa sa De La Salle Green Archers.
Ayan, here's Alex Lim finding Basa inside. Basa, of course, one of the best rebounders that we have had here in the NBTC. But his shot is no good. So the 4 apiece here for both teams.
Alam mo, Martin, yung isa pang hinahanap natin sa mga bata ngayon is yung fundamentals. Because right now, the fundamentals is a lost art. Especially in this day and age, it's really important for these kids to learn the basics, to learn the foundation, para syempre dadalhin yan hanggat sa pag-akit ng kanilang mga career.
Mga dyan, Migs, a lot of coaches are looking for that because, again, you said in this day and age, sometimes the schools or sometimes the teams put importance into height or talent more instead of the fundamentals.
Yes.
So let's go first to our third member of the broadcast team for the first game. We have Roxy Montealegre. Roxy?
Hi, Rox.
Hello. good morning, Migs. Good morning, Martin and mga kapamilya. You know, you remember Coach Jamai Karin as the one who brought the championship to San Beda for last NCAA. But, you know, for most basketball fans, he's also known to perfect the high school program of the Ateneo. That's why he's was able to bring multiple championships, and now you can really see that he's in his element, especially now that he's mentoring the young players of this generation. And kanina sa dugout, it was very intimidating for the players kasi parang may class recitation. He called everyone to participate and answer his questions. But it turned out really funny because, you know, he wanted to give everybody the opportunity to play, but for him to be able to do that, nagbato-bato topic sila kung sinong starting five. At hindi lang yon, ang motivation pa niya, magpapa-extra-rise siya, lalo na sa nilalambing niya na young Bo Belga daw of this team elite na si Paul Abeneza. And sabi rin niya that, you know guys, this is a one-time opportunity for everyone. And you're not just doing this to represent your school. It's about representing your province and of course your family. So he told his players, I don't care whether we win or lose, but what I want to see is the fighting spirit and I want to see your future. Migs?
Good report from our friend Roxanne Monte Alegre. It's good to see, it's good to hear that these coaches are also having fun with the players, Migs. Kasi yung presence pa lang nila nakaka-intimidate na. So it's good for them to break the ice as early as earlier in before this game.
Well, a great report by Rox. And going back to, you know, yung kinwente na kanina about Coach Jamai. Ganyan talaga si Coach Jamai. Pagdating ng dugout, magpapa-joke time pa yan, magpapa-participate pa yan, you know, with his players. And that's the kind of coach that you want. Yung talagang interactive, yung talagang, you know, being with you. At tawag dyan, players, Coach Martz.
And nakikita mo kung sanay na sanay humawak ng high school players itong si Coach Jamai Karin because he's been there, nabanggit nga ni Rox, for the longest time. As we have a substitution here, Dan Limpangog, Louis Ochige entering the game. The second five for Coach Jamai Karin. Lopinco also in the ball game. For Coach Alden Ayo, here's Gabriel Filibrico representing the Isabela region. Ito, Migs, si Filibrico, may kapatid to si Joshua Filibrico. At silang dalawa lang yung nagtatandem scoring para sa kanilang probinsya na sa Isabela. Christian Basa makes the first free throw. Milo Hanao also entering the ball game.
Well, Milo Hanao, Martin, he is the #1 in scoring in this Division 2 of the NBTC. He averages over 23 points per game, is Milo Hanao.
That is impressive for the past 4 days that we've had here. Anytime you have a 20-plus point per game average, it's always going to be impressive.
Well, one more thing, you know, Martz, with these kids is all about consistency. Siyempre, hindi pa ganun kahinog, hindi pa ganun ka-develop yung mga physical attributes sila. But then once you count in the consistency of these kids, you know, it becomes a habit. You know, when they form that habit, you know, mas magandang foundation yun para sa kanilang skills and fundamentals.
Speaking of fundamentals, Filibrico showing us the fake inside and the hoop. It's now 14-10 in favor of Team Superstar.
A good extra pass right here. Good drop pass to Filibrico.
Lopinco, in the meantime, all the way for that layup. Medyo lumalayo na tong Team Superstar. Lopinco, of course, is from the University of St. LaSalle over there in Bacolod City. Oh, nice steal. Tignan natin kung matatapos ito ni Calibo. But he decides to slow it down. Calibo, of course, representing Laguna from St. Denis International School of Calamba. Nice sidestep. Everything but a basket for Milo Hanao. Ito rin maganda dito sa high school game, Migs, no? Napakabilis. Talagang takbuhan din sinasanay ng mga coaches, yung mga players. Kasi pagdating mo sa college, ibang level of intensity na yun, ibang level of play na yun. So dito pa lang, importante na masanay na sila dito sa ganito kabilis na laro.
Well, actually, you know, March, generally, in the amateur game, talagang mabilisan, talagang takbuhan. And of course, mas dito sa high school basketball, sinasanay mo yung speed, sinasanay mo yung quickness, yung change of shifts, 'di ba? Para para mas ma-capitalize mo yung kanilang youth.
Of course, most of the players here are either in grade 10, 11, or 12, as you see on your screens.
Of course.
Coach Alden Ayo.
And I believe MJ, Coach Alden Ayo is, I think, one of the few coaches who have won championships in back-to-back leagues. He won it in season 91 in Letran, and then in season 79 in the UAAP. He won it also for De La Salle. So not a lot of coaches, can do that.
Very impressive feat for Coach Alden Ayo. Pero syempre, naghahanap din siya ng mga diamonds on the rough dito sa Division 2.
Alam mo ba, Martin, si Coach Alden Ayo dati, hindi pa na magpari yan.
So galing muna siyang seminaryo.
Galing muna siyang seminaryo. Nung na-interview ko siya sa segment ko sa Bandila,
Okay.
inano na yun, binunyag na yun. I think he also binanggit din na yun last year in season 91, pero doon ko lang nalaman.
Nagaling siyang seminaryo talaga before going into coaching?
Yes. Before coming into basketball, yes.
Okay.
He wanted to stay in the seminary because that seminary had a great high school basketball program. But then he chose basketball instead. Pero, paano mo? Father Alvin.
What might have been?
What might have been?
What might have
What
been?
might have been?
Father Alvin. As a Fuerte scores on the other end. Dumoble na kanina itong score ng Team Superstar. 26-15 ang ating talaan ngayon. Here's Barranco, one of the best scorers I think here in the league. Up and under is no good. Calibo in transition. Felebrico in the middle, no good. So no go for Team Superstar. And the provinces here are well represented. Itong si Ochige coming from St. Robert's International School, all the way from Iloilo, mix.
Well, what's also important, Marts, is you be able to execute on these fast breaks.
Yes.
Keep it basic, nothing fancy. Because the coaches don't look for that. Kasi wala namang extra points sa pagka-fancy eh. Diba? Importante yung 2 points na ma-make mo sa basket.
And it's also good exposure for these kids, mainly because you don't get a lot of games under the bright lights of the Mall of Asia Arena. So it's a good experience for them to at least, be able to play here, get a feel of the venue, and of course the audience that we have here. Calibo scoring for Team Superstar.
That was a recycled possession. He was blocked previously, but then he got the ball. Good thing for him, he banked that shot.
Bernardo Teves securing that board from Ormoc, New Ormoc City National High School. That is a miss. That is, or the basket is good for Gabriel Felebrico.
Picking up the pieces again is Felebrico. He's making a living out of that painted area.
Another substitution for the team coach, Jamaica Rin. Alin Suring, Bernan. Papasok na para kay Coach Jamaica Rin. Also, John Piñero from Dipolog City, from Langatian National High School, standing 5'9", also in the ball game for Coach Jamaica. Here's Slim Pangog. Crossover. Ooh. Teves. The nice score inside. And we have our first timeout on the floor. We'll be back for more of your action here in the 2017 NBTC All-Star Game. Back here in the Mall of Asia Arena for the 2017 NBTC All-Star Game for Division 2. At dahil nga napakabilis ng action natin kanina, Migs, kala ko timeout pa lang yung tinawag. Yung pala, that was the end of the first quarter. And it's still Team Superstar of Coach Jamaica Rin up 32-17 over Team Elite. Second period underway. Team White or Team Elite starting with Chige, Templo, Bernal. You also have Fuerte on the floor for them. Here's Barranco taking it inside. Oh, nice block. Great effort for Team Elite. Here they are in transition. Templo. Fuerte takes it in and draws a foul.
You know, MJ, one thing I noticed from these kids is kapag nagkakaroon ng transition break or fast break, you know, they don't pass the ball right away. They don't give up the ball right away. As coaches would love to say, mas mabilis pa ang pasa, ang speed ng pasa kaysa sa dribble. So it's important for you to pass the ball right away to advance that basketball towards, you know, your ring para hindi makahabol ng depensa. And these kids, you know, one thing na matututunan pa nila, you know, as they grow older.
And of course, one of the, if you're doing that, also makes a lot of fast break points back and forth. You have to make your layups, of course.
Yes.
If you're, for the players included here.
Well, like that, wala namang, you know, also coaches would love to see, wala namang points yung extra dribble. So if you pass the ball right away, if you advance it right away, you will, you know, lessen the chances of the defense to recover kaagad. So kapag nandun yung bola right away sa front court, mas mabilis yung chances mo of scoring.
In the meantime, Kevin Barranco showing us the mid-range game right there. Superstar team now up 34-18. Templo back outside to Bernal for 3. That's good.
That is good basketball IQ from Joshua Templo. He recognized that he had a shooter on the corner. That's why he gave up that basketball. Pero ito naman, power play by John Pinheiro, taking it strong to the hole and binawi yung 3-point basket ng Team Elite.
John Pinheiro, a chance for a 3-point play. And you can see how competitive this Division 2 All-Star game is. John Pinheiro at the free throw line, of course, representing the Dipolog City. Again from Langatian National High School. To Bernal. Able to intercept that pass was Pinheiro. And Barranco scores on the layup.
And that's what I'm talking about. 4-on-1 break, wasting no time. He recognized, you know, Pinheiro, his teammate. That's why they got that easy layup.
Barranco, of course, nabanggit mo kanina, Migs, one of the best scorers that we have here. And nabanggit ni Coach or ni Statistics or King natin, the man himself, Pong Ducanes, si Barranco ang isa sa mga pinakamatataas niya sa statistical points, sa top 5 siya dyan. So he's been doing everything for his team in the past 4 days. Fuerte on the other end scores for Team Elite.
Good baseball pass. That's a touchdown pass by Team Elite.
Ball will remain with Team Superstar. And puntahan naman natin ngayon ang ating kaibigan na si Roxanne Montealegre with the birthday boy, Mr. Alex Compton. Rox?
Hi, Migs Martin. I'm with the birthday boy, like you said. Dahil birthday niya today, yes, Coach, kamukha niyo si Leonardo DiCaprio. Coach, can you tell us the developments with NBTC for this season?
Yeah, well, parang we can't stop growing. Daming nangyayari sa liga. We really just the support of SM to have the tournament in 62 cities in the country. You know, years ago, Coach Eric and I were just sitting in his living room thinking about how we can do something to serve the high school players, and it's grown into 62 cities. SM's been there with us, really facilitating the growth, and it's been amazing. The regionals, the tournaments in the local cities, and now to have kids come down and and play in this gym where history was made in the FIBA Asia, where first time in 40 years we qualified for the World Cup. It's pretty overwhelming.
You've mentioned that the kids are competitive also and hardworking, but is there any particular person that caught your attention? Also, maybe their story?
Yeah, well, Dima Yuga from Lipa really is a good player. He stood out. Cortiza of Cavite, and I always want to make sure I say the name right. Doromal of Davao, my wife's hometown. These guys have stood out, but you know the thing is, with what do we have? 15,000 players this year in the NBTC participate. Lahat yan may kwento, lahat yan may story. So it's hard to just isolate one, but really for me, it's the story of the growth, the volume, and then getting to play in MOA on national TV. I mean, they're playing on ABS-CBN. So we hope that everybody in their home provinces, I hope you get a chance to watch this game and cheer for your local star high school player who's playing. Dapat tuwang-tuwa kayo sa effort na binibigay nila. Ang ganda ng tournament, ganda ng effort nila.
But for Team Elite now, they're down by more than 10 points. What can you advise them if you were just sitting there beside the coach?
Well, sanay kami dyan sa Alaska. Just don't stop playing. And one of the things, in an all-star game, these guys, I can tell by watching this game, they're playing hard and they're not treating it like an all-star game. They're competing, and that's what you want to do. That's what we want for the kids. Play. So when you're down, just be solid. You don't need a 10-point shot. There's 25, 26 minutes left. Be solid, make the right play.
And Coach, last now, what's your birthday wish?
Birthday wish is that someday we won't be able to fill all the teams that could fit in this venue, and the NBTC will be serving every city in the Philippines. That's my wish. It'd be great.
Thank you again, Coach. And there you have it, the National Director for NBTC, Coach Alex Compton. Mix Martin.
Thank you so much, Rox, and happy birthday again to Head Coach Alex Compton, who is also one of the main guys that we have here in the NBTC.
You know, MJ, he said it best. The one thing that you need to do for these kids is to compete, you know, with that effort that you put in, of course, from the provinces. You know, it's just really important for you in every game, in every situation. You know, kahit pick up basketball lang yan, kahit 21 lang yan. Diba? You always have to have that competitive side in you.
Yes, especially if you're these kids who are just very hungry to get that exposure, get that playing time. And once that you're here, you gotta be competitive, even if it's an all-star game mix.
Of course, sayang naman yung pawis mo dito, MOA Arena, di ba? Alam ka naman pepetics ka lang. So dapat maging ano ka na, all-out, extra effort, 100%.
Speaking of extra, Apenaza also on the floor here.
Extra what?
Extra rest.
That's what sabi nga nila.
Sabi ni Coach Jamaic
Coach
yan.
Jamaic.
Templo missing from the outside.
Well, of course, for these big men like Abenaza, madedevelop pa yan. Siyempre, yung mga growing kids talagang pinapakain natin. Walang problema dyan. It's just really important for, you know, for them to grow older. Mako-convert mo yan, magiging lean, magiging, you know, mako-convert siya into muscle. But then, no, he's good right now because dyan nanggagaling yung power and yung strength.
Yes. And it's very hard, especially if you're in a high school level, to push that kind of player around.
Yeah.
So you always have an asset if you have that guy on your team.
Yes. Asset indeed, because you know you can capitalize him on the defensive end, on the rebounding end. Kung may offense pa yan, power player yan sa loob.
But it's now a 16-point lead for Team Superstar here. Carlos. Nice move, just powering his way inside. Oh, and an errant pass from Ochige. First, Earl Carlos coming from Olongapo City, from St. Joseph College in Olongapo.
One more thing, you know, MJ, that you have to minimize, you know, at this level and age is your turnovers. You have to be able to take care of the ball well. And as much as possible, you know, just handle the ball well. And just like Limuel Calibo, he shows the handles with this reverse layup.
Limuel Calibo showing us the fancy hoops here. Going behind his head with that shot. Ochige, oh, what a nice steal by Calibo. Limuel Calibo, another 2 points.
An energy, guys, Limuel Calibo. already has 8 points to his name today.
Meantime, Di Mayuga from De La Salle pa, although they lost yesterday in the semis, is here representing Batangas for Team Elite. Carlos powering his way inside. Here's a Team Elite. Basa in the middle, passing off to Abenaza. Strong move, he gets the offensive board. You can see the effort being shown here by Paul Andre Abenaza, of course from Mandaue.
And that's what we're talking about, that power move inside. Forces his way in. Hindi nga lang pumasok pero he got that extra rebound. Good hustle, good effort by Abenaza.
Abenaza now at the free throw line, trying to trim this lead and make this a ball game, because the Team Superstar now are up, or is up by 21 big points, 48-27, with 3:21 to go here in the first half.
Well, a good thing about this event, Marts, you know, it's not really about the score. It's not really about, you know, the stats even,
Yes.
but it's just about the development, the learnings, you know, that you can do in these types of situations.
But I bet in the fourth quarter, they're just going to be all competitive. You guys will see the game faces of these kids later on. Probably towards the end game. Carlos for Dre. That's short. Here's Abenaza running the floor. You gotta love that mix.
Running the floor, spacing the floor even inside. You know, the last guy back shows us that he can run is Abenaza.
Here's a timeout for Coach Jamaica Rin and Team Superstar. They're still up 48-28 with 3 minutes 5 seconds remaining here in the first half. We'll be back here on SNA. Back here in the NBTC All-Star Game for Division 2, live here, not live here in Mall of Asia Arena. Good day to everyone who are watching. It's the future of basketball here in the NBTC. We're still in the second quarter with Team Superstar up by 20 big points, 48-28. It's Abenaza inside.
Showing us his post game is Abenaza. Unfortunately for him, natawagan siya ng charging doon. An offensive foul. He extended his left elbow, pero okay lang. That's okay. That's good fundamentals for a big man.
Yes. Start them young. Dito kay Abenaza, Selgas. Missing that J. Third foul for Selgas. Oh, and another turnover for Team Superstar.
Well, one more thing, you know, Martin, or MJ, that's why these kids are really excited, you know, to play here in the Mall of Asia Arena, because they're playing also for champion coaches. Papanood mo lang sa TV, Coach Jamaica rin, champion ng NCAA. Coach Aldin Ayo, champion ng UAAP. So, syempre, you know, coming into the dugout, pa-excite kayo, parang wow, nagko-coach sa akin. Nakikita ko sa TV, champion pa.
Yun nga yung sasabihin ko, Mix eh. Paano ito? Pareho si Coach Jamaica at Coach Aldin nasa UAAP na. Is this going to be a preview of the future?
Of course, of the future. You know, when Coach Jamaica rin was appointed to the NU Bulldogs, that was the first thought of everybody. Parang wow, paano pag naglasal NU?
Oh,
Diba?
past 2 NCAA champion coaches that could potentially, of course, face in the UAAP. But it's good that you guys are seeing the preview here. First time in the NBTC. In the meantime, Team Superstar just piling up the points here. Selga's at the free throw line, extending this lead to 24 points as he misses the second free throw. Just Fuerte in transition. Oh, going strong but missing the layup. It's gonna be Team Superstar ball. Timeout on the floor for Coach Aldin Aya. We'll be back here in the Mall of Asia Arena for the 2017 NBTC All-Star Game. Back here in the NBTC All-Star Game for Division 2. As you can see the fans delighted here in the Mall of Asia Arena. Ito mix, feeling ko lumuwas pa itong mga to para mapanood itong mga players natin sa Division 2.
Man, we got a good crowd here.
In the meantime, number 8, Kevin Barranco, we said earlier at the top of the coverage, is one of the best scorers here in the past 4 days. Right now, he has 17 points in the first half. Now we know why, Mix. Now we know why he is one of the best scorers. Just really showing out or showing off his entire repertoire here in the first half. Oh, nice steal. Speaking of, Kalibo finishing on the other end.
Kaliba's really been running the break and getting some stops for Team Superstar, showing us the energy early on, MJ.
Barranco getting a steal again, but unable to convert. Ochige missing from the outside. Great showing so far for Team Superstar. Let's see if Team Elite can feel the sense of urgency here.
Well, great showing indeed, Martin, because of the execution on the fast breaks. Is Coach Aldin's team.
Yona also in the ball game right now for Coach Aldin. Corner 3 is no good. Brian Limpangog also in the ball game. Passes off to Fuerte and he draws a foul.
Medyo na-exciting depensa doon for a Team Superstar because, sumusundot sila kaya sila natatawagan ng foul, but it's really important for them just to stay square, stay in front of the man, as much as possible. Iwas-iwasan mo yung mga sundot kasi isa yan sa mga bad habits sa mga players.
Parehong Kapanan now in the penalty here in towards the end of the first half. We only have 40.9 seconds left as Fuerte misses the first. Fuerte, of course, Roland Anthony Fuerte, coming all the way from Kidapawan, Notre Dame of Mid-Sayaf College, there in Kidapawan, standing 6'1". So a lot of length there. Oh, but a turnover for Team Superstar. Here's Lim scoring easily on the other end.
Unforced turnover right there by Limuel Kalibo, forcing Team Elite for that fast break point.
This could spark a run for Team Elite and trim down this lead before we end the first half. Selgas now at the free throw line.
they'll get the ball back as Team Elite. And it's under the shot clock, under 24 seconds. It's not important, you know, to get 2 possessions as much as possible. Get a good shot right away. A quality shot right here.
Parang narinig ka nila, Migs.
If they can get a stop, the better.
13 seconds. Pampag. Oh, nice crossover. Gets away. Nice drop pass inside to Platon. 2 seconds left. Bernal will put it up. That's no good. And at the end of the second quarter and the first half, the team superstar of Coach Alden Ayo with a 25-point lead, 58-33. Any thoughts, Migs, on the action that we saw here in the first half?
Well, Team Superstar has been really doing a great job in running the break. They've been executing more. You know, they've been passing the ball well. There are extra passes, there are drop passes. And for me, that's why they have a 25-point lead in the first half.
But in the meantime, here is our friend Roxanne Monte Alegre with Coach Alden Ayo. Rox?
Martin, Migs, I'm with the winning coach, Coach Alden Ayo. We missed you. Coach, what are the things that your team is doing right, and how can you sustain that huge gap in the score?
They keep on running and they keep on cheating on defense, actually. We told them to switch everything, and yun. Magagaling eh. Magagaling yung mga players na binigay sa akin.
Sino po nag-stand out para sa inyo?
Baranco, he's a shooter. That's why right now I'm setting him up for outside shooting. And actually, the rest of the guys, lahat magagaling.
Thank you, Coach. Actually, may one last question, no? Gaano po ka pagkakaiba ng college basketball na tinuturuan nyo, lalo na ngayon you have younger players? What's the main difference?
Well, yung confidence ng mga to. You have to keep on telling them just to play basketball, just to enjoy, and yun, have fun.
Thank you. See you again, Coach Alden, and we'll see you again later. Migs?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Rox. And again, that is Coach Alden Ayo of Team Superstars. As you guys can see, the first half highlights here. Very fast-paced game, Migs, but Team Superstar able to get the upper hand at the end of the first half. Here's more of your highlights. Carlos scoring inside. Lots of fast break points we saw. Of course, a high school game is very fast, and that's one of the last plays that we had earlier. That drop pass inside and the score underneath. Our score right now, 58-33 in favor of Team Superstar. We'll be back for the halftime stats and analysis. Don't you go away. We'll be back here in the NBTC All-Star Game.
NBTC League 2017 and wherein Baguio, where the future of Philippine basketball battle it out in the regional championship. In the first game, we have Cagayan National High School going up against Isabela Colleges. Cagayan comes charging out strong in the first 2 quarters, but it's Isabela's defense and quick transition game that led to the final score of 58-86 in favor of Isabela Colleges. Andre Pachon led his team with 20 points en route to victory. We head over now to our second game. It's University of La Salette going up against hometown favorite University of Baguio. It was clear from the start that University of Baguio won't disappoint their home crowd as they execute their half-court offense to perfection. UB winning it against visiting school University of La Salette 63-76. Santi Ines set the pace for UB with 20 points as their team advances to the championship round. In the final moment of truth, the championship game between Isabela Colleges and University of Baguio. Once again, Isabela Colleges forced UB to play their style of basketball, forcing turnovers and using their athletic ability to impose their will inside the paint. Host team UB falls short and Isabela Colleges makes the improbable upset to the tune of 78-64. This time it was Joshua Filibrico's hot hand put his team over the hump as he tallied 22 points that led his team to victory. Isabela Colleges moves on to the Nationals at the Mall of Asia Arena to face the top high school teams in the country.
Back here in the Mall of Asia Arena, under the bright lights here in Pasay City in the 2017 NBTC All-Star Game Division 2. And right now, it's Coach Aldin Ayos, Team Superstar, up big 58-33 over Coach Jamaica Rin's Team Elite. Once again, welcome here and a good day, basketball fans. My name is Martin Javier, working alongside Migs Bustos. Now, Migs, we saw a great first half, and we saw, of course, the scoring prowess of both teams, both the players from both teams. So what can you say about our statistics right now? It is not a very close game, but it's going to be interesting to see how these teams fared in the first half.
Well, you know, MG, as much as comparing to Coach Alden's dominant physique, he
Yes.
also dominated, his team also dominated the stats department here in the first half for field goal story for Team Superstar. I think that was a difference maker. They already made 25 shots, only compared to 13 by Team Elite. Also, inside points has been paving the way for them, 42-16. And the bench points has been really, you know, essential, you know, for Coach Alden Ayo, because Barranco has already made 17 points, while Limuel Calibo already with 11. The top two scorers already here in the game, and for turnover story, they've been lessening that and converting their points off their turnovers is a Team Superstar compared to Team Elite with 21 points already off their steals.
So a great disparity from the statistics for both teams. But let's now go to our leading scorers in the first half for Team Elite. Nobody has reached double figures, but nonetheless, it's Fuerte, Lim both with 6 points, and Ochige contributing 5 in the first half.
Well, if you would like to put it in a stats perspective, Barranco is, you know, his score of 17 points, you know, combined by Fuerte, Lim, and Ochige. You know, that's only, you know, the totals of Barranco compared to the three other leading scorers of Team Elite. But then for them, sabi nga ni Coach Alden Ayo, he was blessed, you know, by magagaling daw yung mga player niya. Kaya talagang it's showing here in the stats, MJ.
At ito, siningle out talaga niya si Barranco, but we will see if Team Elite can come back here and make this a ball game. But speaking of Team Elite, let's now talk to the coach of Team Elite, Coach Jamaica Rin. He's now with Roxy Montealegre. Rox?
Yes, Martin. Coach Mike, what are the challenges that that you've seen so far today?
Well, as of the moment, for the first half of the game, medyo ang ganda nung nilaro nung red team. Diba? They've been really playing well. They settled down right away. So hopefully naman, kami naman in the coming second half, the white team would settle down and really play our game.
But what are the adjustments that you advise them for this next half of the game?
Well, during the first half, of course, the red team was able to get their bearings and settle down. Sabi ko naman sa kanila, you're all-star. Everybody's your all-star. We're here to enjoy and show your skills and your talents. But unfortunately, nung the first 20 minutes, medyo ka kinakabahan. And we said naman that this time, in the next 20 minutes, let's see naman kung gaano naman kalaki ang mga puso ng mga batang to.
Alright. Migs, Martin?
Rox, meron natang question dito si Migs. Or later na lang, before we end the game. But right now, when we come back, second half action of the NBTC All-Star Game.
Bawit.
Back here in Mall of Asia Arena, and I think we are about to start the second half of the All-Star Game of Division 2 here in the National Training Basketball Center, or more popularly known as NBTC. Let's see if Team Elite can mount a comeback here in the second half, but this is a huge lead. Mixed 25 points, 58-33. So what can you expect from these players? Are they going to be a lot more intense? Are they going to up their level of play here in the second half?
Well, MJ, you know, Coach Jamaica said it best. Dito matetest yung puso ng mga bata because not every day it's going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be bright lights, you know, for these players. You're going to be faced with these kinds of adversity. And syempre, doon mo matetest yung character ng bata on how, you know, they will be able to be resilient, makakabawi sa kanilang mga mistakes dito. And matutubukan natin go down by 15 or make that 25 points again. We'll see. Talagang mananeg ang pusong palaban ng mga batang ito.
Saiga missing from the outside. Calibo. Turnovers still piling up for Team Elite. Here's Ochige in transition. Oh, nice pass. And a better finish coming from Fuerte.
Beautiful fast break right there by Ochige. Kala ko he was going to take it all the way, but a good drop pass. Good drop no-look pass
No-look
to his
pass.
teammate.
Getting fancy here. It is an all-star game, Migs, so we are allowed to get fancy.
There's some leeway.
Yeah.
Leeway.
Platon inside, powering his way, scoring on the reverse.
Well, besides the players and the parents, of course, we have scouts. Of course, from all parts of...
Nakita ko nga, Mix, meron kang binate.
Yes, of
kaninang
course.
halftime.
I was reunited with my colleagues from De La Salle Subel, Coach Waring Kapitan, Coach Jerry Andalion. Not only them, marami rin mga scouts na nagpupunta dito. Coach Martin Antonio pupunta rin dito mamaya para
Coach
mag-scout.
Hammer,
And Coach Hammer, Marco Benitez nandito rin para mag-scout mga bata.
And for the past few days, we also had, I think, Coach Olsen Rosella
Yes.
coming over, looking at the talent here. We also had Coach Stan Baldwin of Ateneo.
Coach Mark Molina of FEU.
So really, this is one of the biggest stages that we can have for the high school level.
Nabanggit din ni Marts ni Renner Cualo that
pumunta rin sila.
Pumunta rin sila, of course.
For, of course, the Adamson coaching staff. We also have live stream here in NBTC, sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/NBTC. Again, that is our live stream ongoing right now here in the All-Star Game, Division 2. sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/NBTC if you guys want to watch these kids from their respective provinces to showcase their talents. Right now it's a 27-point lead from Team Superstar. Talagang na-pressure sila kay Coach Aldin Ayon, no?
Right now, Coach Jamaic Harin, imploring a zone defense from earlier. Nagman-to-man siya, pero ngayon they're gonna change it up. Let's see if this adjustment works for them.
Chige. Pinheiro. Bernal missing on the 3. There's Team Superstar in transition. Barranco with a behind-the-back dribble but unable to handle the ball. Platon, another reverse, and he draws a foul underneath.
Well, Lawrence Platon from De La Salle, he also made his appearance here last year at the NBTC All-Star Game. He was with teammate Ranger Di Maunahan, the top scorer for that for this division.
Of course, De La Salle also making the semifinals this year, but ultimately losing yesterday against Cagayan de Oro. That's Assumption Montessori School Jaguars representing CDO, but only lost by 4 points, Migs.
Well, Milo Hanao top scored that game with 18 points. All throughout, it was a tight game for them.
It's a great matchup we had there. And on the other side, St. Jude of Cavite, also in the finals of our Division 2 here in the NBTC. You guys could watch that later.
So it's going to be Cagayan de Oro, Cagayan de Oro and Cavite for the finals of the Division 2.
Here's Doromal. Team Elite. Now setting up the play. Doromal still with the ball. Fuerte from the baseline. Oh, nice steal. That's coming from Platon. And we have a foul in transition. That will be against Rudy Adinsoring, of course, from the University of St. LaSalle in Bacolod City.
City of Smiles.
City of Smiles.
Sarap ang inasal dyan, of course. The OG, the original.
Yona at the free throw line now, representing La Union. Ang kaditong batang to, 5'11" from La Fin Scholastica. Hits both free throw, extending this lead to 30 points, 67-37. Rafael Di Mayuga coming in. Paul Abineza also in for Team Elite. Fuerte with the basketball. Nice crossover on Barranco. Lim, crossover and reverse. Everything but the basket for Alex Lim.
Well, threading the needle is Alex Lim. He found the way for that Euro step. Good handles right there. Hindi humat yung depensa itong si Barranco, number 8. That's why he got this fishing expedition is Alex Lim.
Alex Lim missing the first. That is a good move from him. Ito, importante rin maipakita mo yung kung ano yung pwede mong magawa on the court, mix. You can drive, you can slash, you can shoot.
Well, especially MJ in this All-Star game, hindi naman magkakatimit sa mga batang to. And it's the first time that they've, with Coach Jamaica rin. So, mga 90% mas mananaig talaga yung individual.
Yun.
Yes, not much plays. Kung meron mga plays, mga pick and roll lang. That's why marami tayo nakikita mga takbuhan. Marami tayo nakikita mga one-on-one action dito.
But it's also good to see if they opt to move the ball around just like that.
Correct.
Here's Platon bringing the ball up. Caligo for 3. That's good.
That's a yes para sa tres moment.
Yes. First care of Kuya Andre Felix.
Kuya.
Yes, para sa tres. Now a 32-point game here. Apenaza, with a nice move. Unable to finish with the left hand. Selgas. Back out to Barranco. He can make that in and out. Dimayuga with a board. Alex Lim running on the other end. And he doesn't finish. But Fuerte is right there for the putback.
MJ, maybe one more wish list. Or one wish list, one part of my wish list for me is to be able to develop again the traditional big men. Kasi di ba nauso ngayon mga stretch 4, stretch 5, that can really shoot from outside. Nawawala na minsan yung fundamental game sa loob, yung post-game. And I hopefully, for these kids here in the Philippines, talagang mabalik pa rin yun. Pwede naman mga hybrid, pero mas mananaig pa rin yung footwork and yung post-game ng mga big man.
Let's talk more about that later on, Mix, when we come back. But right now, it's a 28-point lead for a Team Superstar. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll be back. Back here in the Mall of Asia Arena, as you can see on your screens, Kirby Raimundo, of course, Alatran legend, of course, also making it there in the pros. Lots of kids here also in the Mall of Asia Arena. It's good to see the players.
That's a Kirby Raimundo. One of the legends, yung mga sinasabi natin mga big men, di ba, na mga fundamentals. And sa kanyang game, he patterned his game to Kevin Garnett that he actually named his son Kevin Garnett Raimundo.
Doon pala niya pinattern yung laro niya.
Yes.
Baka yung anak niya rin na matuturuan niya ng maaga. Pero Mix, you're right. The priority right now for the big men, at least because they're sort of pressured to adapt to the game.
That's true.
It's getting faster and lots of spacing happening on the floor. So the post-up game is being neglected.
Yes.
Sometimes for our big men, but hopefully it makes a comeback anytime soon.
Well, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean that they're not doing a good job. It's good, for these kids or for these big men, to learn you know, outside shooting, but then part of their game, just like assistant coach Danny Ildefonso, ibabalik mo yung ganong klaseng laro. Kumbaga, imi-mix and match mo.
That's a good point, Mix. Coach Danny Ildefonso right here with Coach Jamaic. He can, well, he's one of the people who can actually orchestrate that. Because he's been doing that for the big men in the pros, as well as with his sons here, playing for Ateneo. That's a score again for Team Elite. They're still down by 31 points here on 99
Kanina pa na ginagawa yan. Ito si Alex Lim. You know, for the defenders, they have to be able to do a good job on helping out. That's still where you get to practice your fundamentals. You know, playing great defense. Hindi lang tinitingnan, hindi lang pinalalagpas. Kailangan all possessions. You have to be there to stay in front of your man.
You can see the defense here tightening up in the second half.
You know, MJ, it's not really about the score that we're looking at. Because these kids are really competitive. They're not looking at the score. You just want to make sure that they get every possession right.
Speaking of, that's a turnover for Team Superstar. And now also turning the ball over for Team Elite. Oh, but a nice steal right there coming from Doromal. But the ball will remain here with Team Superstar. They're up 29 points with 2 minutes 39 seconds here in the third. Pull up short. Doromal. Here's Abenaza in transition and he finishes.
Finally, Abenaza gets a bucket in. So through his effort and hard work, he gets that point-blank shot.
And again, another steal for Team Elite. That will be a foul called on Bernardo Teves, I believe. Yes, it is on him. A couple of substitutions here. Abenaza sitting down. Chris Pasa in for Coach Jamaica Rin. And now taking it strong to the hoop.
Milo Hanao, the leading scorer in this Division 2, as they get another possession is Team Elite.
Slowly but surely, Team Elite filling this lead. It's down to 23 points, 52 to 75. Pinheiro open. He takes the jump shot, way short. Another fast break play, and Lim finishes on the other end.
And that's a 6-0 blast by Coach Jamaica's team. So far, the 2-3 zone defense has been working well for them, forcing Team Superstar to take outside shots, take low percentage shots. And right now, forcing another turnover with a double team.
That's a travel on Earl Carlos. In the meantime, here's Hanao taking it in and drawing a foul inside.
Slightly thinner is the lead at 21 points.
Here's that play again from Alex Lim. Back-to-back fast break plays for them. Chance to trim this lead to 20 points. Milo Hanao unable to make the first.
Chance for them also to extend this run to 7.
Of course, Milo Hanao is in the finals of the NBTC. Pampag. Pass off to Teves. Oh, Teves just powering his way, Mix. Over the smaller defenders, Doromal in the meantime gets the score back.
Away.
Urtiza with a spin. With a dip to do, no good. 40.4 seconds remaining here in the third. Lead is down to 20 for Team Superstar.
For Team Elite, they just have to take it one possession at a time. So far, they've been doing a great job of executing. their offense.
Here's Hanao again. Oh, floater is blocked by Tevez. Torema looking for a teammate, but that will be a backcourt violation.
The laps right there on Team Elite, but that's okay. That's where they get their learnings. As we have a lot of fans here for Bernardo Tevez. Be a big man.
Great timing on the block on Milo Hanao. 13 seconds here in the third. That's a miss. But Tevez with a putback.
What great impact by Tevez throughout these past few possessions.
That's the end of the third quarter. It's still Team Superstar with a 22-point lead, 79-57. Migs, great action, great effort also for Team Elite to mount this potential comeback. We will see if in the fourth quarter they could complete this and take the victory, or will the Team Superstar of Coach Alden Ayo take it all the way and secure this victory. Abinaza scoring also for Team Elite. Here's that last play for Bernardo Tevez to the delight of his fans behind B. So the 22-point lead for Team Superstar, 79-57. We'll be back here in the Mall of Asia Arena for the fourth quarter action of the NBTC All-Star Game Division 2. Back here in the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City for the 2017 NBTC All-Star Game for Division 2. My name is Martin Javier, working alongside Mr. Game Time, Migs Bustos. Now Migs, great action we have seen so far in the first three quarters. Now what does Team Elite need to do to be able to come back and make this even a ball game?
Well, they just have to really bring out their hearts. As what Coach Jamike said, I think the 2-3 zone defense has been working well for them. If Coach Jamike can, maka-insert siya ng mga konting zone press, okay lang just to change it up,
yes.
For the looks of Team Superstar. But for them, just take it one possession at a time, run the fast breaks well, and just take good shots for Team Elite.
So you see, it's still a 22-point lead for Team Superstar, 79-57 as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here we go, Fuerte missing inside.
And speaking of 2-3 zone defense, Coach Alden Ayo, yun na rin ang in-implore ngayon para sa kanyang team.
Oh, that's a miss from Milo Hanao. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Team Elite. Nice inbound play, but the big friendly giant.
Or BFG, as his fans would like to call it.
BFG.
BFG. Kala ko BFF, pero BFG pala, big friendly giant, is a Tevez. He's been doing a great job for his team. Kanina pa yan, towards the end of the third quarter, hustling down, making some points, for Team Superstar. And I think for them, MJ, kaya hindi nakakadikit talaga itong Team Elite is because of BFG. Itong si Tevez.
Talagang the intimidation factor is there for Team Superstar and Bernardo Tevez. Filiprico puts it up and in. Lead is back to 26 here. Limpangog with a nice spin and a nice basket. 3-point play opportunity for Brian Limpangog. Here's Limpangog with a spin, challenges Bernardo Teves, and able to convert on that underhand layup.
Seemed like a, Marts, a reverse spin move. But found a way to get it through is Limpangog.
And against Bernardo Teves nonetheless, rather, Filiprico. That's a basket for him. 3-point shot for him, but another block inside.
And speaking of blocks, he already has 3 blocks in this game.
3 blocks for Bernardo Teves. Here's Alin Suring, no good on the 3. Teves securing the board. Pampag in transition. But that shot is no good. Follow is, or we have a foul on the floor. Filiprico drawing that one against Milo Hanao. Team Elite outscoring Team Superstar in the third quarter, 24-21. They were parang masyadong naging malaki ang naging lamang ng Team Superstar nung first half, kaya nahirapan na itong Team Elite na humabol.
Or in short, namuhunan.
Namuhunan muna, yung Team Superstar. But Filiprico makes both, extends the lead to 28 points here with 8 minutes to go in the game. Doraemon, Selgas just taking it away right there, or Lupinco rather. Doraemon with a nice fake on Bernardo Teves but unable to hit. Kitang-kita mo yung tenacity neto ni Bernardo Teves. Pampag doesn't score underneath. Again, this is the NBTC. I was able to talk to Coach or legend head coach Ato Badulato, the commissioner of the NBTC, and Division 1 consists of Manila teams, Cebu, and we also have invitations from the international team also participating from USA, New Zealand here. Of course, the Division 2 belongs to the provinces, who also had the elimination round and their own tournaments in their respective provinces before they came up with a representative here.
Yun ang kagandahan ng evolution nitong NBTC or National Basketball Training Center. You get to invite teams, from other countries, because that extends or that expands your knowledge, that expands your competitiveness. Na hindi lang puro makakalaban dito. Ang nakakalaban mo, maganda yung meron kang ibang nakakalaban kasi nale-level up yung laro ng player tsaka ng mga team.
Mga international team though, meron talaga silang association. Say for example, in the United States, in the Canada, they have the North American Association. Talagang they gather there para magkakakilanlan yung mga Phil-American doon, at talagang doon sila namili from that pool of players to represent here in the NBTC.
Hindi na kagandahan, syempre, us Filipinos, MJ, we're not really blessed with highly physique compared to the Americans, to the Africans, to the Europeans. So these kinds of systems or training pools, we really need this. Kailangan natin gawan ng paraan para talaga tuloy-tuloy na mag-level up yung competition sa Pilipinas.
Ito, punta muna natin. Third member of our broadcast team, Roxana Monte Alegre. Rox?
Line of ball, pick and roll defense, and zoning. These are the crucial reminders of Coach Jamai Karin for the last stretch of the game for Team Elite. But more than anything, he urges players to be stronger than their excuses. Sabi niya, hindi kayo pwede magpadala sa pressure, hindi pwedeng mawala ang confidence nyo kahit malaki ang lamang ng kalaban. But for Coach Alden Ayo of Team Superstar, domination is the name of the game. He reminds his players to stay focused, trust his play, but most of all, enjoy the game because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Martin, Migs?
Thank you, Rox. We have a timeout here for Coach Alden Ayo. We'll be back for more of your fourth quarter action in the NBTC All-Star Game. Back here in the Mall of Asia Arena as we continue the fourth quarter action of the All-Star Game Division 2. Team Superstar up 90-64 over Team Elite.
Narinig mo kanina, Migs, si Coach Jamaica rin nagseryoso na. Naglabas na ng mga pick and roll at saka mga offensive schemes dito sa laro.
But Tevez, again, so much energy from this kid.
And yun lang, basic lang siya. He doesn't try to be flashy. He doesn't try to be, something different. Just keeping it basic, keeping, doing his job, doing his role. Not the most skilled of players. Ito nga si BFG or si Tevez, but really making an impact for his team.
Eto na naman siya. Ooh! Almost went in for Tevez. Fuerte. Corner 3. That's good. That will be from Louis Ochige. Oh, a steal. Doromal for the pull-up jumper. No good. Ochige gets it back. Doromal again with a fake. Leans closer. Off the glass and in for Ochige. Bernardo Tevez, eye-opening player here in the NBC, coming all the way from Ormoc, standing 6'2". He studies in New Ormoc City National High School. So it's good that we could give opportunities to these kinds of players who can really show out, play their game here on both ends of the floor.
Ito nga, nagkaroon na nga ng medyo platoon substitution from Coach Alden Ayo. Just coasting through this, all throughout this ball game.
Gabriel Filipico at the free throw line, converting there. Calibo is in, the player from Laguna. Nimuel Calibo.
So something different for Coach Alden Ayo. A 1-2-2 zone defense forcing this turnover.
Are we gonna see mayhem defense from Team Superstar here in the fourth? Oh, that wasn't called the travel. Doromal rims it. Here's Barranco. Calibo open, and he finishes.
Zone press again.
It's the trademark, of course, for Coach Alden Ayo. Alin Suring, top of the key, leans closer. That's good. 24-point lead for Team Superstar here. Oh, nice steal. Fuerte passing it off to Ochige for 3. Barranco getting or slicing the defenders right there. Platon underneath. That will be a foul against Fuerte.
Well, it seems like MJ, this game is going to be I think Coach Alvin Sim is going to hold for this lead, but then it is the experience that will matter, for these kids. Doesn't matter if natambakan ka ng ganito kalaki, pero it's not really about that. It's about being able to play in the MOA arena, being coached by a legend coaches. Being here in Manila, of course, level of competition is high. Siyempre, may uuwi nila to sa kanilang mga probinsya na, with their heads held up high.
Siyempre, Mix, iba yung kumplansang ibinibigay ng ganito kalalaking basketball stage para sa mga players nila. Rest assured that there's going to be a lot of changes from each individual after this game. Platon inside gets blocked. Yona follows it up.
Changes indeed, Marts, because of course because of the scouts that are scouts rather that are here and coaches. Napag-combine ko yung scouts at coaches. Make that scouts and coaches na nandito. Maraming mga magbabagong buhay para sa mga batang to.
Ito nga si Fuerte. Doesn't score on the other end. Here is Platon from De La Salle pa. Selgas, may tangan ng bola. From Davao, Calibo. Takes it inside. Nice move. But Yona is right there for the putback. Yan, Yona from La Union scoring for Team Superstar. It's now again a 30-point lead. Hanaw for three. Short. Calibo, tumidiskarte na naman. But that's a travel for Limuel Calibo. Under 2 minutes to go here in the game. And again, Team Superstar up big. 102-71. 31 big points. As both coaches, just really bringing out their game plans. A touch of the game plans for both coaches. Ganito sila pag nagseryoso. Di ba? Pag lalabas na yung weapons nila, unti-unti. Selgas gets the screen from Yona. Selgas, ooh. That almost went in. Platon inside. Fuerte easily blocks that shot. But they turn the ball over. 112 remaining here, or 110 remaining here in the game. Lots of bright spots para sa parehong kupunan mix.
For of course, Team Elite not giving up. Still on a full court press, full court man-to-man defense. Just to be able to force some turnovers, slim the lead down. And that's what's important for them, just to rack up some points.
Lahat sila dito on a never give up attitude. Just not wasting time on any possession, but that's a turnover. And a basket again on the other end for Calibo. Extending the lead to 33 points as we wind down the fourth quarter of this game. Doromal with a left-handed layup.
MJ, it's a really exciting time for basketball.
Yes.
Konting panahon na lang, magsa-summer leagues na, magsa-Phil Oil na, magsa-Father Martins na. And then the next thing you know, it's the NCAA and the UAP. But then for the preparation of these kids, if ever they land in those types of schools, for sure, maraming magbabago, aangat yung level of play. And that is what we want here in the NBTC, is for these kids to be exposed, for them to be recognized by top coaches, scouts. If maging ganun yung consistent effort ng NBTC, for sure, the level of basketball will extend all throughout the provinces. Mas makikilala natin yung mga batang may potential, makikilala natin yung mga batang dapat na nandito maglaro sa bright lights tulad dito sa Mall of Asia Arena.
And I'm also sure that they were very excited to play for the top two coaches, top two college coaches here in the Philippines. As you guys can see, our final score, Team Superstar with a 31-point win over Team Elite, 106-75. Mixed great action here. Marami tayong nakitang bright spots dito sa ating laro. At, that's always good if you are these kids showcasing their talents in front of the greatest scouts and greatest coaches here in the Mall of Asia Arena. I think you have chosen the best player of the game. Mig, sino ba yung napili mo para sa araw na ito? Ayan, kasama ni Roxanne Monte Alegre ang ating best player of the game. Rox?
Yes, Martin, Mix, you're right. His star shown the brightest today. We have Bernardo Teves from Team Superstar. Hello.
Hi po.
Yun, nahihiya pa siya. Pero kumusta ba yung pakiramdam na kasama mo one of the most brilliant coaches here, si Coach Alden Ayo? Kumusta yung paglalaro mo today?
Masaya po. At first time po ko ngayon naglaro dito sa MOA Arena.
First time mo ba sa Manila?
Opo.
And ano yung pakiramdam na kasama mo the best of the best sa high school team? Nahirapan ka ba? Challenging ba yun para sa'yo?
Challenge po kasi ang gagaling nila at mga mahirap kalaban.
Pero ano yung sa tingin mo yung ginawa mong tama today para naging maganda yung laro mo?
Depensa lang po.
And sino ba nagturo sa'yo mag-basketball?
Si Coach Benji Inong po at si Coach Nomer.
It's a big win today. Bernardo, baka pwede mo rin pasalamatan yung mga tao niyan mula sa Ormoc City, yung mga nag-train sa'yo, at saka kung meron kang mensahe pa sa mga tao rin na gusto maging kagaya mo, magsimula mag-basketball.
Salamat po siya kay Coach Benji Inong at kay Coach Nomer Cabaltis na nagturo sa akin ng basketball. At pasalamat kay Coach Cliff na tinuruan kung paano magdepensa. At pasalamat din sa papa ko at mama ko at kuya ko na suporta sa akin po. Yun lang po.
Maraming salamat, Bernardo. Congratulations. Talagang napakahusay mo today. Martin, Mix.
Thank you so much, Rox. Again, it's our best player of the game, Bernardo Teves. Mix, bakit siya yung napili mo dito sa ating laro despite not being the top scorer?
Well, I would always go back to Coach Alan Gregorio's mantra of being an impact to the team. You know, it's easy if you just look at the stats. Kevin Barranco with 22 points. Limuel Calibo with 16. You know, they really fueled the offense para dito sa team ni Coach Alden Ayo. Pero syempre, it's not all about stats. It's not all about individual efforts. Basketball is a team game. And you have to be able to, syempre at this young age, you have to be able to coexist with your team. Kailangan maging team player ka. Kailangan gawin mo lahat para sa team mo. It's not about individual honors or awards. Kaya yan ang gusto nating ituro sa bata. Hindi lang yung skills, kundi yung development as a player, yung character or yung attitude. That's why yun yung purpose dito sa NBTC and for BFG, for Big Friendly Giant as his friends would like to call him.
Big Friendly Giant.
Siya talaga yung nanaig para dun sa third quarter, and as much as Coach Jamaica was leading the run, he was the reason why kung bakit niya napigilan. Hindi nag-slim down yung run dito ng Team Elite. And for Teves, what a great showing for him. Lalo na, first time na dito sa Manila. And marami siyang maibabaon pa uwi ng kanyang hometown sa Ormoc City.
Kita naman natin, pinasalamatan niya yung mga defensive coaches niya that really brought him here. As you can see on your screens, Team Superstar, the winning team today in our All-Star game, NBTC All-Star game for Division 2. They were presented with the medals earlier from Coach Ato Badolato. Of course, gift packs right now are being handed to them. Again, you chose impact over scoring power today, Migs. Bernardo Teves, best player of the game with 10 points, 10 boards, and 3 blocks, just providing that solid anchor for a Team Superstar and, of course, Coach Alden Ayo. And of course, coming up next, the 2017 NBTC All-Star Game, this time for Division 1. It is going to be the North All-Star and South All-Star coming after this. All right, again, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Martin Javier. And again, Team Superstar headed by, of course, Coach Alden Ayo, winning big here, 106 to 75 here in the Mall of Asia Arena in the 2017 NBTC All-Star Game. Thank you so much again for tuning in here. Now on SNA, we have live stream, sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/NBTC. To my friends, Mix Bustos, Roxy Monte Alegre at courtside, Director Raul De Ocampo, and of course our floor director, Miss Lian Ocampo. Thank you so much. Again, we'll be back for more of your action here in the 2017 NBTC All-Star Game.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Pregame MVP of the Division II All-Star Game, Kevin Lewis Barranco. I'd like to request both teams to approach center court for one last photo op.